Hello everybody, I'm so glad you could join us today. We are checking out Niagara Falls, Ontario, Canada. We decided to come up here and do a couple of videos, one on the hotel and one on the attractions at the falls.
No, there's never enough flowers.
We started our journey in the Table Rock Center right beside the falls. There's a bunch of attractions here. The first one that we went to was the Journey Behind the Falls. So you can see us getting in line here, the kids very excited, Jen very excited, and getting their ponchos on, ready to go down the elevator and walk actually underneath and behind the falls. You can see the blue light here. Everybody looked like a Smurf. It was hilarious. Check out Jen's reaction here when she finally saw the falls. That just right there made it all worthwhile. We're gonna get very wet. Very, very wet. We're now following behind Callie and Courtney, walking through the tunnels that are 125 feet under the ground, going out to the next observation point. You hear how loud all the water is coming down?
Yeah.
One thing you'll find here is that no matter where you go, you will always be in a lineup. And this wasn't even the busy season. This is the second lookout, looks pretty much the same as the first one. Hey Nordy, you having fun?
Yeah.
You look like you got a little wet.
Yeah, you get a lot wet.
You having fun?
Yeah.
Yeah? You get a little wet?
Yeah, definitely.
Here's what a $50 pizza at Niagara Falls looks like. Happy, Callie? Nom 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 nom. And with a family of 5, your pizza does not last long. After lunch, we headed on to Niagara Takes Flight. This is the newest attraction at Niagara Falls. It's a gigantic screen with motion seats, and it even has mist in your face as you fly over the falls.
Am I tall enough?
I hope so.
Well, I can tell you are.
To channel the fall's immense force to power hydroelectric generators. From here, many of those early tunnels release their water back into the river.
Got a little wet. Just the slightest bit wet.
After Niagara Takes Flight, we decided to take a look at the Falls Incline Railway. This goes from the base down by the Table Rock Center up to where the hotels are on the street up above. And we thought we'd go up and see if we could get a better view of the falls from up there. This is the world's slowest funicular, traveling 59.8 meters in 62 seconds. Now, when we got up to the top, we actually couldn't see a whole lot because of all the trees that were in the way going down to the falls. Niagara Falls with the kiddos. So with the view not being that great up top, we decided to go back down the funicular. I time-lapsed that for you here, and we walked out to the top of the falls. Our next attraction was the Niagara Parks Power Station. This power station was built in 1905 and operated for over 100 years. It was decommissioned in 2006 and then opened to the public in 2021. It has a whole bunch of interactive displays in it. As you can see, the kids are scanning these audio devices and listening to history of the power station and how everything works. It's really cool. Now, at this point, we headed down to the back end of the power station because they were going to demonstrate their Tesla coil.
Here we go in 3, 2, 1. Three, two, one.
The Tesla coil was really cool, but I had to cut out a good portion of it due to copyright issues on YouTube. Here the kids got to play around with the plasma ball, which they really thought was interesting and weird. Check out the look on Jen's face here, where she tries to comprehend that you can actually reach into this box and touch electricity. One of the most interesting features of the power station is that you can take an elevator down 180 feet and then walk out the 2,200-foot tunnel to the edge of the falls. It is really neat. This tunnel used to hold 71,000 gallons of water, and it would travel at 29 feet per second. Okay, this is cool. After the amazing experience of walking out beside the falls, we walked all the way back down that tunnel to the elevators, jumped on, went back up to the power station, and at this point, we decided that we were just going to cut our day short and head back to the hotel. We'd done a lot of walking. We needed a little bit of rest. We recorded a completely separate video on our stay at the Hilton Falls view, but this was the kids' reaction to the bathroom.
There's a window, baby, that you can see if someone's feeding if you're sleeping. Wait, what?
You can check out the video with our experience of the Hilton Falls view 48th floor at the link in the description down below. Around 8:30 p.m. that evening, we took a walk down the street to the SkyWheel, and we got to experience 175 feet up in the air looking down at the falls at nighttime. Normally you'd get to go around 3 or 4 times on a busier night, but because it was quiet, we actually got to go around 5 times. That was really cool. Back in the hotel suite, this is the view we had before we went to bed. It was absolutely amazing, and we got up early for the next day's attractions. Sunday morning, we headed to the Whirlpool Aero Car. This cable car goes 3,500 feet across the Whirlpool, takes about 10 minutes, and has been in operation since 1916.
I'm terrified.
Despite Courtney saying she was terrified, we all got onto the cable car and headed out across the river.
Good morning, folks. I hope you guys and gals are having a fantastic day so far. Once we reach the halfway point, you folks in the outside will be able to swap sides.
One thing to mention at this point is it was about 4 degrees Celsius, so my hands were freezing holding the camera.
Folks, we are almost at the halfway point, so you may feel a bump as we stop and another bump as we start to go back.
A really interesting thing about this cable car ride is that you actually cross the Canada-USA border 4 times on the trip there and back.
And folks, whatever you do, please do not go swimming down there. If you were to try to go swimming down there, you would get sucked in the middle and you would get sucked down and you wouldn't come back up for a week. It's also legal, so even if you do survive, you have to pay a fine. Your exit will be to your left-hand side.
Here is the view from the gift shop after the ride, and we're on to our next attraction.
Your destination is on the right.
Our last attraction before we left Niagara Falls was the Butterfly Conservatory. This is about 9 kilometers north of the falls. It opened in 1996 and houses over 2,000 butterflies from 60 different species, all under a 1,022 square meter glass dome. I didn't get it. Oh, they're chasing each other. I was wearing bright blue on this trip, and all of those blue butterflies seemed to really like me because they kept on flying around me over and over again. What do you think?
They're cute.
Yeah, the blue ones. I like how they're like they swoop in.
This place was beautiful and tranquil, and also extremely humid. At this point, each one of the kids got to hold a butterfly. I'm assuming this one was either tired or very even possibly at end of life, but still moving around a bit, and they were all excited to have one of the butterflies crawling on their hands, as were I and Jen, of course. After the photo opportunities, they were put back into the greenery, and that was where we concluded our trip to Niagara Falls. So I thank each and every one of you for coming along with us on this journey. It was a great time spent with the whole family and doing things that they're going to remember for the rest of their lives. I hope you'll consider subscribing and joining us on our next adventure. I'm really looking forward to it.